What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to bring you some news and an update. And well, first of all, let's go through the minor update, which is regarding my setup, because recently my dad got me some white bulbs to switch out for my yellow ones. Because or you may call them orange bulbs, I don't know what you call them over there, but we call them yellow bulbs over here. So, because my reviews were using those yellow bulbs, so that I had to use a filter to correct those colors into somewhat of what you will see if I'm using white lights. So the colors may look a bit off in the previous reviews where I used those lights. And yeah, I did test it out on the RX-0 Maru, the new light setup, and it actually looks pretty good. So even with the sunlight streaming in from when I was when I was setting up in daytime, the white lights still just uh just reign dominance over in the setup. And the photos that I'm showing you is first of all the test for the RX-0 Maru, and also the overview of the setup. So even though the lights may look crap themselves, they provide a better filming experience for me, just because I can finally quit using those filters and making the colors look off. Not that they're not off anyway, because I was using those yellow bulbs that smells like something was burnt in the previous reviews that I've done. But anyways, let's move on to the nuts and crannies of this video, which is basically Iron-Blooded Orphans news. Yeah, I'm still in puberty. Forgive me cracking my voice. But anyways, so the new spin-off trailer for the Iron-Blooded Orphans project has been dropped today. I've only known about it today, which is, for me at least, the 7th of January, which I am glad to see the new Gundam in action. But all in all, it is just just a just an app, a mobile game app. But the trailer actually looks pretty good. And yeah, first of all, let's clear up some things first. The protagonist is not Akatsuki. Let's get that right first. So the new Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans spin-off is just gonna be called Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Uzuru Hunt. Now, from what I'm looking at the passage on Forbes.com over here, the Uzuru is probably Icelandic. Like, I don't know. So the spin-off will be set around the Rhodonista colony orbiting Venus, and the events will be taking place parallel to the Iron-Blooded Orphans TV series. So the new Gundam is what everybody is excited about, just because we have been teased with the new Gundam in last August. So we've been theorizing that it is probably a new version of the Barbatos with parts of Bale, which probably it is impossible because the Bale is locked up. Probably someone may have hijacked the hangar and grabbed it. Well, because we do not have any previous knowledge of the timeline back then, we came up with all these crazy theories. But knowing that Gundam Iron Blood Orphans has been ended by the time this guy has been teased, so combining the Barbatos with Bale is practically impossible unless some personnel in Galahorn is going to be piloting the new Gundam. And I have been thinking that it would be the mysterious Gundam Sierra that would be revealed in Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans Gecko, and would ultimately be the Gundam that took away RG Mirage's family. But no, those theories have thrown out the window, while Sunrise has confirmed the new Gundam design is going to be called the Gundam Hajiroboshi, which basically, what I remember from Mecha Guy Kotsu's video, is called the end of a white star, I think it is. It's basically Japanese. Like, that's all I know about. But there is hope that Bandai or Sunrise or Bandai Namco will reveal the true name of the Gundam Hajiroboshi, because judging from the trailer, the sigil of the original demon was shown. So let me pull up the 72 Demon sigils. So the people discussing on Gundam Nerds photo on Instagram, Gundam Nerds post, like, I put the link to the uh, to the account in the description below. The commenters on that post were discussing that judging by the sigil that was on the console while Hajiroboshi was activated, that may be Gundam Marchosius, but yeah, I think judging from the letters around the ring of the sigil, it may be Marchosius, but I think judging by the sigil itself, like not judging the not by judging the letters around the sigil, but the sigil icon itself, it may be Foras, but I'm not sure whether it's Foras or Marchosius or an entire different demon altogether, because well, we all know the Barbatos sigil and the Bale sigil that was revealed, and also the Chimera sigil back in back in the I don't know what the episode when Gundam Bale's first seen in action. Those sigils were slightly altered for the series, so I don't know. But judging from the icon that was unfortunately covered up by the protagonist's hand, I think it would be Gundam Foras, but if what people say are correct, and by judging the letters around the sigils, it may be called Gundam Marchosius. And also, let's take the spotlight away from the main Gundam, and there are some like repeat mobile suits that have appeared. Something like a Grace in one of the scenes equipped with the Schwalbe head, and of course we see the Spinnerodi or some variant of it. We get a new Hexa frame, and then there is that particular Monkey Grace that appeared in, I think it was episode 7 or episode 8 of Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, and also basically the mobile suits that reloaded the Dying Slaves of the Dying Slave team. Those mobile suits are going to be appearing in that app as well. And of course, the characters, well, I'm not really that into the characters, I'm really in for the mecha action. Now, Iron-Blooded Orphans really didn't see any aquatic combat yet, so I'm glad that Gundam Hachiroboshi is going to be taking this new direction. Just because aquatic combat is basically what Gundam is really steering away from. Like I did compliment the Atlas Gundam for bringing like aquatic combat into anime again. Just because the last we've seen of aquatic combat, I think it is, I don't know, when was the last time we saw aquatic combat? I clearly remember Gundam Seed having the Abyss Gundam, and I don't know if there's any more after that. Like, of course we saw the Cubile Papillon in Gundam Build Fighters battling underwater, but that's really not, that the Cubile Papillon was not really focused on underwater. And I think, judging from what I see in the trailers, I think the Gundam Hajiroboshi is just gonna be a underwater combat suit. Now this does unlock the potential and the reinvigoration of the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans high grade line. Like, I know that Mecha Guy Kotsu has did this prediction already, but I'm gonna doing mine just because I got really excited. I really want a model kit of it. Now, I will maybe stretching too far by what I'm gonna say, but yeah, there is more hope for it now. Now, I did do a video ranting about the absence of the Gundam Wall Johanna and the Gundam Gremory from the higher grade Iron-Blooded Orphans line, and people just told me that, hey dude, there are a lot of manga Gundams that were not released, and there is really no incentive to release those Gunpla since Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans has ended. Now, this may throw that comment around on its head, just because here we have a new Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans like entry, to say the least. It's not a series or anything, not an OVA, not an OV something. It's just another entry in the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans universe. And we have a new Gundam, and we have new looking mobile suits, and of course that may just be the incentive for Bandai to continue releasing kits on the Iron-Blooded Orphans line. And of course, if this app does well, we may see what I really hope to see, a Calamity War spin-off for the for Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now, this is all like speculation and stuff. But I really want Bandai to release more Iron Blooded Orphans kits, just because they're cheap, they're affordable, they're easy to build, and most of all, they're just fun, like plain fun. I am kind of looking forward to downloading the app and the game just to play it. Now, considering that it would be out soon, I don't know how soon, but I think it would be a kind of good time killer and just just another direction to dive into the post-disaster timeline. And of course, yeah, I love new Gundams, and that does kind of mean, now I don't say this like as guarantee proof or just anything that is solid information, but I would fully bet that through this app there will be more Gundams introduced. When Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans came out, I'm gonna make this quick. There are 26 Gundam frames known to be operational. Now, so far we have Barbatos, Gushin, Chimeris, Wall, Astaroth, and then Dantalion, Flauros. I don't know if Flauros counts, but it may count. And also Bale. And then I don't know who am I missing. Who am I missing out? But I feel like I'm missing out on somebody. And then now we have Gundam Hajiroboshi, which may be Forus or Marchosius. Now we have probably 9 to 10 Gundam frames if I'm missing out one. Now we have 9 to 10 Gundam frames out of the 26 that were known to be operational, so we still have a lot to go through. Like, if we were ever gonna have the chance to see all 26 of those operational Gundam frames, or even better, all 72, which would be a pain in the ass for Sunrise to develop and design, that would be great. But for now, we are 9 to 10 Gundam frames in. So, through this entry in the Iron Blooded Orphans line, I think they will use this chance to introduce more Gundams. Like, tell me in the comments below, what do you think of this new entry? What do you think of the new Gundam? What its original name is? And the potential for the reinvigoration of the Iron Blooded Orphans high grade line. Now, this is kind of a side question, so let me throw that out there. So, do you think this series will reinvigorate the production of Iron Blooded Orphans high grade kits and eventually push out Gundam Gremory, Gundam Vualdrihana, and of course the other wares of the Gundam Dantalion? Like, this is completely not related to Uzuru's Hunt, but it's kind of a thought to throw out there, because why not release those model kits where you have the potential as the series of model kits were reinvigorated to be produced? Like, why not? But anyways, that's all for me for this video, and yeah, I am looking forward to downloading the app to see what it's all about, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys.